I thought I was being told off then because I giggled when you said bomb hole.
Fuck off, Posh.
Posh. So everybody who doesn't watch at the trackside, bomb hole is the right-hander before the large carousel at the end of the lap.
It's got the dip because shocker, it's where a bomb went off in the wall. Remember to add extra fuel.
Oh, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Little, I think it's that the apex is in the hole, right?
Yeah, it's a nice crater there.
Right.
Most men don't know that.
I don't know what happened on the start of the last race. I got absolutely mugged by everybody.
I got a brilliant start, and then I almost took everybody out, and I am sorry for that. I had my foot on the brake, and it was just...
I wonder.
Oh.
Yeah, you were neutral then. Oh god.
And then,
Made my life easier though.
and then a couple laps later, I had to retire and leg it to a bathroom. So fun times being sick.
Yeah, man. Good that you were here.
Yeah, I had to go throw up.
But he's back and better than ever.
Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Alright. 45 seconds to ready up.
Xanov and Posh. Only one left.
Alright, remember hold.
Yep. Do nothing when the lights go off. Out.
Right. First it's Seb, followed by Burden, followed by Santana, then Rob, then Crash, then Xanov, then me, then Cloudz, then Finn, then Posh. Remember, we can tire warming maneuvers are allowed up until the formation point, as long as you keep a couple car lengths from the car ahead. Speed limit is set by Seb. It's going to be odds on the
So I start on the right.
correct.
Whoa, what's
Yeah.
what's up, Burden?
Let's hope that sorts itself out quick.
It'd be a shame if the top 9 got taken out.
Are you okay there, Burden?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all filing through the bomb hole.
Burden, do you hear us? You are seriously lagging.
It'd be super lagging. Yep. Oh wow, Mr. Roboto's here. Okay, so odds on the right, evens on the left.
Right side. Clear. Car right.
I'm clear.
Clear.
I can't.
He's on your right. Clear. Car right. All clear. One on the left. Okay, you're clear. Half lane back. Left rear. Okay, clear. length behind. One length back. On your left rear corner.
The challenging track car combo.
Yeah.
Clouds.
Yeah, we were right there.
Clouds. When you span on the last lap, I'm gonna get the other mods to have a look at it just in case I took you out, because on my screen you like came in front of me, then lagged, and then suddenly you were spinning.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to drop out because I'm not feeling good. So
That's fair enough.
Well, good job, Posh.
Yeah.
As well.
yeah, it was some fun racing, but it's the constant fighting of the steering wheel and moving my body around that's making me feel like I'm gonna throw up again. Have fun, everyone, for the final race.
Take some rest, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
Right.
Yeah, see you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, reverse grid race, guys. We've
Yep.
gonna have Finn and Clouds lead us away.
Indeed. Have you done a reverse grid pole, Pin?
Yeah, I've been in one of these before. Not from pole, but
Alright.
second, I think. So
Okay. Yeah. So little difference. So you stay around 80k or what's it, 60 miles an hour?
That'd be
And,
50. Yeah.
Yeah, and somewhere between the pit entry and the start finish line.
Seb is going to be Seb will be the one to clear us, and then it'll be in your control, Finn. Sounds good. Hey,
Alright.
Crash, were we having like a lag issue? Why did we start so far behind those guys?
No, so what happened was we came out and by the time I got around the corner, Seb was had already gotten that group quite a ways down the road.
Gotcha.
And so I started, but then I was real nervous about doing a stop and start and that's
Right.
basically what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was trying to more gradually catch up to him, but then of course I couldn't tell when Seb was going to start.
Okay. So I went really slow out of the corner. So for Finn, do that as well because it's very hard to keep up for the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last super tight one. Keep it slow.
It's going to be right before I'm cleared the...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the fastest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's difficult. Also, Burden, did you have any issues furthermore because you were seriously lagging in the beginning?
You were all over my screen.
And I think I was sideways before we ever got together, Burden. So I don't think that was lag. With the thing with you and me. Right. Yep. That's what I saw.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, good. That's
All
good.
right. Oh,
Right, so reverse grid.
Yep.
Everybody have fun and stuff. Also, Rob, by the way, did you get P2 or did Santana get P2?
Yeah.
Good
that's
job.
what
Good job, man.
by 4/10. 3/10.
Wow. That's good.
All right.
So, nobody start.
We're gonna go Finn, then Clouds, No Posh, then Crash, then Xanoff, then me, then Burden,
We can get this place back. Come on,
then
you can do it.
Santana, then Rob, then Seth. And so Finn, your speed limit from now until the formation point is actually 80. It's 80 and 130. 80 mph. 80 mph until the formation point. And then everybody else maintains the gaps. Odds on the right, evens on the left once we get there. Yeah, so Xanoff, you just have to maintain the gap. Just keep the gap. Don't worry about it.
all right.
Right side.
And once we get past this,
Clear. Car right. Clear.
Seb will give you the signal.
Still right. He's on your right.
Are you clear?
Clear.
Sorry,
Yeah,
clear.
Finn. Sorry,
Still
Finn.
there, right side. Two lengths back. One on your left. All clear. One length back. Still there. Watch left.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened now, but I think it was my fault.
All good.
Hit confirm. We're setting up for that now. Okay, you're clear. Go!
Well, that was eventful.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
God.
It's
That's
alright.
alright.
You ran a good opening laps.
Well,
Right. That was super
Oh,
hard fought.
that pile up at the last turn there with Clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got me pretty good. Oh,
Yeah, that's I've known this course enough to know I dropped the wheel on something even
yeah, it'll get you.
I lost it and everyone's a little too close so the car couldn't slow down in time to keep me off the track again.
I saw with the Clouds one, I was kind of right behind that pack, and I come around the corner and I see Clouds go. And to me, my read on the situation was he was washing everyone down to the outside, and I was coming around the other side. I was like, great, I'm clear. And just as I'm starting to see first place in my head, all of a sudden Clouds just reappears right in front of me. It's like, fuck. Just T-bone the shit out of him.
I saw it starting to happen and then the normal review, so I quickly pulled back view and looked at it and realized the car completely landing back on the track.
uh,
I will say, and I think it was Crash and Carl the other day I mentioned trying to learn what it's like driving in pack.
oh, I'm
sure.
sure.
Two laps, but just knowing I'm being chased is
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
That's great. And I think that, like, you know, the reverse grid does like a lot of really good things for us, I think. And I think that's one of them for sure. Is it? Yeah.
So- yeah. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. And I found out that these cars are super hard to drive when you got to be a little bit slower than you're used to.
Yeah.
What is the chicane with the big sausage curb? Like after the back
Oh,
straight?
yeah,
On the
Brundle.
first lap, I was behind you guys, and normally I shift down 2 gears, and then with the gas I balance the rear, but I couldn't because I had to brake. So
Yeah,
I went off because I didn't know what to do.
so there was some serious pucker factor going into that. I specifically on that one too. It was I didn't have any trouble. Well, I didn't go off, but it was definitely like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Slow down, but don't spin. Yeah. Yeah, there was a really big Constantino effect there when everybody just got real close all of a sudden. It's like, oh!
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. It was cool. I was a bit in a hurry to pass everyone to catch the front, but then I got in a battle with Burden and Carl, and I punted Burden going into the first hairpin. I think he moved under braking, but I have to check on that. But I gave him back the place anyway. So then I made a mistake, and Carl got in front as well. And then I made a mistake, and when I came back on the road, Burden was in the grass and Carl was in front of him. So I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, Xanoff, Rob, and I had a pretty good little. Xanoff and I were going back and forth most of or more. I was trying to get past him, but I had enough aero damage that I'd get a run on him. About halfway down the back straight, he'd just start pulling away. But and then Rob got in there for a little bit. That was a lot. I think we had a few good battles up and down the.
We did, especially in that last one.
Yeah.
Good. I had some.
Almost took me on the quick left hand
Uh, the number of times that happens, where I'll be so focused on like one other person or something else, and I watch the replay, and it's like, where'd they come from?
Right. But yeah, guys, I don't think we had anybody. Well, that's true. We had that incident with clouds at the end. We had somebody in the air. So I guess by our standards, we should go take a look. But
I
I
don't have it.
suspect that was a racing incident.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't actually have. I wasn't able to save the last 2 races, so I assume one of the other mods got it.
More than likely.
Awesome.
Good. So somebody does have
Yes.
video of it.
There is evidence out there in the world that exists.
Cool.
Hey Seb, you turned your PlayStation back on.
Yeah. I was just talking, and while I was talking, was like, boop, oops. Yeah, I was gonna say I was a bit afraid that this track might be too difficult because when I did some practice, I found it pretty hard or
Right.
difficult.
And that is a difficult track car combo.
Yeah. I was having a lot of trouble getting a good run up. It seemed like a lot of other people that were running about the same pace than me were running a lot better third sectors than I was. I found that there was a couple people about my pace. I had turn 1 really down, and so I'd be able to get a good run in there, but then trying to finish off the moves through the third sector and get them onto the main straight, I just could never get a good exit.
I found I had a deficit there too, where I was super quick in like the last corner, and then in turns 1 and 2. Like I was fast there, and then I seemed to be a little slower than Burden and Seb everywhere else.
Yeah. I had it'd be really funny because I was kind of going bad trying to get past Xanoff, and I couldn't do it. And like I'd get a fantastic run on him out of turn 1. Into turn 2, he would break and go deep sometimes, and I'd be able to get a good run on him there. And I'd try, and then about halfway down the straight, he'd just start pulling away because I had front arrow damage. And then I'd be right behind him again through all the turns and trying to get him on the main straight, and he just every time had a much better exit run through that last corner than I did. Which would then set me up for turn 1 to get a run back on him again, and I just could never.
No, and I was proud that we were able to have battles on a track that difficult.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. Yep.
It's a lot better than when you did the touring car in the Snetterton 300. That was horrible.
That's hard. It's fun.
Yeah.
The 300 is fun.
But it's got like 3 hairpins,
Yeah.
a couple of fast sweepers,
Right. It's a lot.
plus all the other difficult bits that this one has.
So you're looking forward to Donington on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Another track I'm familiar with. I'm a little bit terrified of turn 1 in the GC4.
Yeah. No, it's that's a hard one.
I
And
bet you
these two are
especially on
simple.
controller because that's a super trail breaky corner.
Well, do you remember when we ran the first touring car season? We ran Snetterton, Oulton Park, and Donington, and both of those have just like, super critical, super difficult turn ones.
Yeah.
Turn ones
At
where
least
you have to have it on the edge.
Donington turn 1 though, thankfully. Actually, the nice thing about all those turn 1s though is they lend themselves good to avoiding lap 1 incidents at least.
Yeah.
Because they're not slow, heavy braking zones, where if someone overshoots it, they're punting the whole field. Oh.
Overshoot where my braking zone starts at Donington. So I have a hard time keeping track of that. And I feel like you gotta start sooner than you think there.
I learned the hard way at Donington that Seb takes a wider line into turn 1 than I do.
Our first personal communication.
Was me bitching at Seb over comms because I thought he absolutely punted me. Turns out it was pretty much a racing incident, but at the time I was just convinced that he just not braked at all and just knocked me off the track.
And I got away with it.
Yeah, he went on to like win the race or something.
That's true, yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, I gotta go watch football.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yeah, I will also see you all. I'm gonna go watch American football. Got
Sounds
my
All right.
good.
Seahawks are playing.
Is that are is somebody forcing you, or is that
God no, I am a football is the sport I know the best.
Oh, really?
American football. Yeah, oh yeah. I used to
Cool.
play. Then I got a bunch of concussions, and my parents made me stop playing.
Oh, this you told me, but I thought you were mostly a swimmer.
I was a swimmer in my younger years, and I was actually always better at swimming. And then the testosterone hit when I was, about that age, and I was like, I'm gonna wrestle, I'm gonna play football.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then I got a bunch of concussions and broken bones and shit.
yeah. I was a swimmer only like right before I was conceived. Furthermore, I didn't.
God damn it! Fucking Stanley gift. All right, I'll see you guys. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Carl,
Um,
what happened with you and Burden there?
Let's see. I'm gonna have to remember because there was a lot happening in that race.
You passed him.
Which
The
one?
last time you passed him was on Brundle. It was.
Ooh, yes. So you were yeah, right. Or before Bomb Hill. Yeah, I was like, we were like right next to each other, all three of
Yeah.
us, and like I was watching you a little bit out of the corner of my eye,
Yeah.
right? And then as soon as I like started to accelerate away from the corner, I looked up and Burden was like sideways a little bit and like going around in front of me.
Okay.
So we touched. Like I did touch him as I went by him, but he was already
Yeah.
spinning
it was
back
going.
across the track. And so yeah, that's what happened. So I took it because you both sort of slid off there, I think, and I didn't.
No, indeed, no. Like I said, I was going wide, and so I missed you. I couldn't see you, and
Right.
when I looked back, all of a sudden,
Well, and I was so disappointed that I didn't hold on to it again because like when we went down into turn one, because it was literally just like I changed down one gear instead of
Yeah.
two, and I don't know why. I don't know why I just took one gear, but that meant that I, had to try to jam it down another gear after I was already like braking and
yeah,
turning.
yeah. Yeah, well, it's I had to be. I think I should have waited a bit more. Like, I mean, obviously we touched, so because it was a bit tricky to go on the inside there.
Well, you needed every inch you could have there because the thing is even if you have the line into the hairpin, right, that puts you at a disadvantage onto the straight. Because
Yeah.
if you remember like the lap before
Yeah.
you had got the line to the inside and then I got the run down the straight, right?
I did make a mistake there, as in I was a bit I didn't go in correctly. Like
Right.
I can't remember. I'm almost there. So I'm watching the replay, but Burden definitely moved on the braking. He's all the way on the left, and then as soon as he brakes, he just
Well,
takes a
and what was it? You were getting a run on me at one point into the hairpin, and I
yeah.
like at the last second thought defensive line, and then realized it was way too late for that.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Because I tried to jump down there, and then I was like, nope, that's gonna kill us. I think that may have been the same lap.
Could be, yeah, because yeah, there is something in my memory that says, "Ooh, that was close," but
It was too
yeah, that
late.
was yeah. And I remember that I have to see it, but I remember that I gave you the benefit of the doubt that it was just before braking.
It was, yeah, I know
Yeah.
it was not. Yeah, I knew that it was not under braking.
No. All right, yeah. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, that was hard, but we got away with it.
No, I basically as soon as we came up to the braking zone, I jumped back over to the left side
Okay.
as soon as we got under. I mean, at least that was what it felt like to me.
No, but it was close. But I mean, obviously, it is like racing body language, and it's aggressive. So you do get a bit of tentative to make a hard move.
Mm-hmm.
Like all right, this guy isn't backing
Right.
out of it. So although it wasn't maybe on purpose, it still helped.
Well, and that that was the thing into turn one was I was just we were racing very hard.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you know. And I was super excited for that first sector there, and I forgot to shift down again. I thought because I was really interested to see what was going to happen when we went down into the hairpin again.
Yeah,
Do you
think,
want to? Are you going to do results tonight?
yeah, I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Okay. I know Posh is headed off, and he has the standings graphic. Otherwise, I would do it.
Is that we have a
It may be
yeah, isn't
in
it
the Google
on
Drive.
yeah, what is it? No, the Google Drive or the like the Canva.com or
It
something?
could be. It could be there too. Although I think that I do think the standings poster is one that he did on his own.
Oh, okay.
Let's,
So I'm uploading the I was on the limit. Sorry, I posted the burden clip.
yeah, I got
I
it.
I brake at the same time as he started braking. So I was later or earlier on the brakes. Yeah, and he just cuts in front. And as soon as he does that, I can't sufficiently brake anymore. But I easily make the corner still.
Right.
It was yeah. If you look at him, he's like
I
thinking of
can't
oh
tell because
shit.
because that is super early. That he's not turning in. Um, that like because he's moving across the track before the turn in point.
Yeah,
Now he may already be turning in a little bit there because I think he set himself up a little wide. You know.
it isn't his more normal line. I do
Right.
know that, but he didn't. He came out of the. I'm now with him with his onboard. He came off the sand, and he stayed on his line basically.
Got you.
Only yeah, I mean yeah. So technically, it's not moving on the braking, but it's taking a diagonal line on the braking.
Right,
I'm not sure if
and
that's allowed.
if you get a little punt from that, then that's what tends to happen. I had a really fresh. Okay. So to go all the way back to the beginning of that race, um, I was right behind Santana, um, and we're coming into the hairpin, and I've got the line like on the inside, but he had come out super wide, and like I was essentially left the choice of like if I had just let like continued along my line, I think I would have clipped Santana and sent him spinning off into the you know
Yeah,
into the 300 course or whatever it is. The but he's like but you can see what I'm saying. Like I'm on the inside line about to accelerate away, and he's taking a wider line. And at that last moment, I got out of it to keep my left front corner from touching his right rear corner, right?
uh-huh.
As he sort of accelerated out. But that was the moment where I lost contact with Santana.
Ah, shit.
Was that lift, right? Because otherwise, I was about to basically be in his circumstances, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but it's crazy that it came down to that. That it's literally like that moment, right? Was the thing that I never got back from that lift, you know,
No,
in
no.
that hairpin.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to. It was pretty hectic, so I wasn't really paying attention to where I was. So I was kind of sad to see that the gap was so big. And then when I decided to give the place back to Burden, I knew that it was like done
Yeah,
because back then the gap was 5 or 6 seconds. And I had a big gap in the first two races, but yeah,
right.
after
You
that,
might have been able to go get him.
yeah, I think
Um,
so. But yeah,
but we were in that big old battle, and it would have been. And that occurred to me. Like, in fact, as I was chasing Burden, I was like, "Oh, we are never gonna catch Santana. Like the three of us are gonna run 2 seconds slower than him. Like, in
Yeah,
this
we
fight.
did 1 minute 18s, I believe, twice or
Yeah,
something.
I've got it all right here.
Yeah, but I mean, Burden, man, for his age, he's doing really good.
Well, on the other hand, I mean, that's the age, isn't it? Where you're
Course, I
supposed to,
mean,
like, if you're trying to, be really good, that's about the age where you know, where that happens, right?
yeah. I mean, lap 8. I'm not sure if you're if you have the replay, but lap 8, I did the same as I did on you on turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a bit more speed, and he as soon as I was behind him near the end of the corner, he cut in front of me, like very aggressively, like you're not getting this, you know. And he left me just enough room. It was really really good. Oh, that's what happened indeed. I passed him after that. I passed him into the first hairpin, but then I went
Gotcha.
wide, and you got the run on me. Yeah, I was thinking of passing you on the outside of that Brundle corner. I did, yeah,
Well,
I did it.
who did I get on the outside? I passed somebody on the outside into turn 1 at
Really?
one point, and I
Wow,
can't remember who it was, but I got somebody on the outside there.
that's good.
I wish
I did that
I
move
wish I
on.
had the replay just for that.
Oh, what lap was it? First?
I can't even remember what race it was.
Oh,
Like,
right.
honestly. But I just remember like coming around the outside and because I was fast in turn 1. I was really fast.
I'm looking at that where you passed Burden, but indeed because I went real wide and onto the sausage curb, like head on, and Burden sees that, and he starts braking and turning left, spinning, yeah, and then you ran into him. So you both got off or got distracted by me, I think.
Right. Well, I mean, like I was because you're talking about that moment where I got in front of both of you.
No,
Was
yeah, you were in front of me, and then you got in front of Burden as well.
because I was like I was looking at both of you as that happened. There was a lot happening there, and I think that's the hardest part of the track too, as you're coming into that left right.
Yeah, it
You know.
is super hard because oh no, I pushed the wrong button. Now it's moving out of the replay. Yeah, it's doable, but if you if you make a mistake there, you are turned round into the wall. That's where I lost the lead to H2O when we did this in the touring car.
That's where I ruined my race in the touring car right there.
Yeah, horrible, horrible corner.
Yeah. But I don't know. I can't figure out if it's horrible or like really cool. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
it is cool. Yeah, I love it.
Is it that in fact that whole third sector is pretty neat there.
Yeah.
I guess technically that one's not in the sector. The third sector starts at Bomb
Yeah,
Hole.
yeah.
But it's that sort of that last
Yeah,
section
the last
after the
part.
straight. That's so cool. So the F1 race is worth a watch. It's good.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
I
it's
know what
good.
happens. I know basically what happens.
You know what the result is, or?
Right. Yeah, I know the result.
Oh, okay.
And I know like Hamilton had what 2 5-second penalties or something.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
it was there were some good battles. Yeah,
yeah.
some good
No,
good fights.
I'm looking forward to seeing it, and especially because the Russian GP is usually
Yeah,
pretty
it was
boring.
better than normally. Yeah,
Right.
especially in the beginning. And yeah, I mean, Hamilton with those penalties. I mean, he's like also now. So he when he gets 2 more penalties, he has a race ban or 2 more penalty points.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's over a whole career, isn't it?
No, it's over a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they gave him 1 for each start because he did 2.
Oh, okay.
So now he's too shy of a ban, and he was like, I'm not going to give them a sniff of reason to try to ban me. You know, like
Right.
with that way of talking, like as if they are trying to do that to him.
Right, as though it isn't very clearly because he ran off the track.
Yeah, I mean
'Cause that's what it's for,
so,
right? It was track limits, wasn't it?
the penalty. No,
Right.
what he did was on the lap to the grid, you can do your practice start, but it's you can do it on the pit exit, but only right after the line. But what he did was the pit exit is very long on Russia,
Mm-hmm.
and all the way to the end, he stopped on the right, and
Oh,
he did 2 practice starts there. But cars were coming by 200k or something or more out of the pit
yeah,
exit.
got you. That's super dangerous.
It is dangerous, and of course nothing happened. But yeah, and then to say, well, nobody got penalty points for it. I'm not gonna give them a reason to try to ban me. I mean, yeah, I don't like that. And then during the race, somebody else gets a penalty, and that guy is like, all right, I'll drive faster.
Oh, yeah.
Like
No,
the
I saw
total
that. Yeah,
opposite.
it was
Yeah, that is
Ricardo,
that.
wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's crazy.
And meanwhile, Hamilton was a bit crying about, well, what rule says that it's that I was wrong and stuff, and yeah,
Right.
crying about it.
No, that'll be fun. That'll be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, it is fun. It is fun. I'll make some clips um, of the
Yeah,
battle.
no, there's some good. We could get a really good highlight reel out of this one
Yeah, I'm
if
not gonna do that,
somebody schedules
but
that.
it could be. If Jay would have been there,
Yeah,
we had a we had a great stream.
it would have been a great stream.
Oh yeah. All right. I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off too.
All right.
We'll see you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.